In this video, we'll see how to draw an ellipse by rectangular method. If the major axis and minor axis are 160 mm and 100 mm respectively. So in this problem statement, we have to draw a rectangle which will contain the ellipse whose major axis is 160 mm and minor axis is 100 mm. So for us to start with, we'll have to draw a rectangle. So let's draw a rectangle first. Okay, so this is the rectangle that we have, whose length is 160 mm and width is 100 mm. Now, for us to locate the major axis and minor axis in this rectangle, we have to connect the opposite sides right center. So let's draw the line connecting the center points of the opposite side. So this would be the major axis of the ellipse, and this would be the minor axis. So now with this we have our rectangle divided into four different quadrants. We go to this quadrant when we do the construction of the quarter of the ellipse, and as ellipse is the symmetrical geometry along the x-axis and y-axis, with this geometry, with this one quadrant we can complete the ellipse. So for us to draw that, what we'll have to do is we'll have to divide the major axis into 12 parts, which will give 6 parts on this quadrant, and we have to divide the width of the rectangle also into 12 parts. This will give us 6 parts on this side. Okay, so we have this the side of the rectangle divided into 12 parts, and also the major axis divided into 12 parts. So if we talk about this quadrant, let me go to that quadrant first. So what we have here is the six sections of the half of the major axis and 6 sections of the side of the width of the rectangle. So what we'll have to do here is to connect this point to these points on the major axis. So let's do that. So we have got these lines, but we have to extend these lines a little. So let's extend these lines so that we'll get the intersecting lines in the first quadrant. So these are the lines that we have got. Now what we will have to do is Similarly, we have to connect this point with these points that we have on the side of the rectangle, which will give us the intersecting points in the first quadrant, and then we'll be able to draw the point. So let's connect this point with these lines. I'm using a different color so that we'll be able to distinguish the lines separately. Let's draw these lines. We have got these lines now, and we have the intersecting points also. So the quarter of the ellipse would essentially have these points, point 1, point 2, which is intersecting with these two lines, this line and this line. This is point 2. Then we have this one, and this. Now let's draw a freehand curve through these points, which will give us a quarter of the ellipse. So let me use red color here, and we will be able to draw the ellipse with the freehand curve. So this is our point. Okay, so we have got the freehand curve passing through these points, and this is essentially, as I said, that it is quarter of the ellipse. Now, as ellipse is a symmetric geometry on the major axis and minor axis, we will carry the same process in all the 4 quadrants to locate the mirror, to locate the complete ellipse. But here we can mirror this thing across the major axis and minor axis. Let's mirror the geometry that we have got along the major axis first. Okay, so this is what is the half or left half of the ellipse that we got. Now, if we mirror these curves along the minor axis, we get the full ellipse. So let's do that. Yes, so this is the complete drawing of ellipse, and this is what is our final solution will look like. We at Graphics Desk committed to give the best of knowledge. So please share this video and subscribe. Let me know in the comments how do you find this video. Thank you.